What's going on, MBL Network? It is about that time. Building the franchise. Dallas Cowboys. Stream starting soon. Stream starting now. That's right. If you want to talk building the franchise, Dallas Cowboys, you can now call the show 330-408-5253. Make sure you check it out. Guys, right now we're going to take a look at some building the franchise Dallas Cowboys Twitter action going on right now. We saw some recent events that allowed this team to go to the title, which is still undefeated. That's right. The Dallas Cowboys are still undefeated. You can see America's team right there. You can follow them at MBL Cowboys. Check it out. Most recent tweets. Byron Jones, cornerback, has been playing phenomenal. He made plays all night, but none bigger than the game-selling interception, which we do have video of that drive. We'll discuss later on when we hit the film room. These are the games you look back on and use as momentum to get better each and every week. This was a battle when we came out on top. Byron Jones, cornerback. Also, same time, Dallas Cowboys tweets. Clutch Gene. Dak Prescott engineers a late game winning drive to defeat the Jaguars 26-25. We improved to 6-0 on the season. August 30th, they took on the Houston Texans in a Week 5 matchup. We didn't look good, but a win is a win. Time to regroup and get in a hard week of practice. We're in a great spot right now, but we need to improve in a lot of areas. Head coach Jason Garrett on the W, improving to 5-0. Then they also had a big win tonight, the week before that, against the Detroit Lions, 27-16. You see it right there on the screen. Zeke Elliott went off. MBL Live broadcast number 234. You can find that in our archives here on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out twitch.tv/MBL Network. But Zeke Elliott went 128 yards and 3 touchdowns. We got video from that game as well. I hope you guys are having a productive Saturday. It's time to relax and enjoy some building the franchise Dallas Cowboys as the time is up here. Let's take a look at our website, our little graphic website here for the Dallas Cowboys. I'll be answering questions in the chat. Joe Grimaldi was timed out by Shadow Rose. All right, appreciate Shadow Rose taking care of some of the people in the chat. But yeah, this is building the franchise Dallas Cowboys. Team is currently 6-0. You see it on the screen right there. Let me get the music down a little bit. How does everything sound and look? That's what I usually ask real quick. Make sure everything is good for you guys. The 6-0 Dallas Cowboys right here, balling out way ahead of their division. As you see, the Eagles right here, 3-2. And the next best under that is the Redskins doing nothing, and the 0-5 Dark Brawler New York Giants. We spoke with head coach Jason Garrett, and he said this offseason we put a big emphasis on efficiency with the ball. Dak has really responded well, and you can tell that things are starting to become easier for him, the star quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. He is leading the league in completion percentage, and his QBR, 126.7, is a top 5 rating in the NBL, and also the best of his career. That was head coach Jason Garrett responding during the postgame of after MBL Live about his resurgence against the Detroit Lions. A game where Zeke Elliott went out and he balled out of control. Dak didn't have his best game, but Dak's been playing great. You see at the top right here, Swain, big shoes filled, but we also have a big trade upcoming. So the Dallas Cowboys are currently sitting real nice, real pretty at 2-0. A couple things I wanted to take a look at before we get to the next phase of the show. Let's take a look at the Cowboys schedule, what they have upcoming so far. They've already played Carolina, New York, Seattle, Detroit, Houston, and Jacksonville. What we have left, as I can mark it right here. See if I can get to it. All right, we got the Washington Redskins. That should be a W. Tennessee Titans, that should be a W. Just a tough game against Jacksonville. Philadelphia, Atlanta. This is the one I'm circling right here because Atlanta's undefeated. As you can see in the magazine, I'll pull up the magazine right here. Just got released. You see at the top it says only 2 left on the undefeated part. Yeah, that's talking about our Dallas Cowboys right here and these Atlanta Falcons. That's going to be a great game. Expect that to be covered on bonus coverage as well. Undefeated, only 2 left. NBL feature Tyreek Hill, NBL magazine number 218. Also, we have left New Orleans Saints, Philadelphia Eagles, Indianapolis Colts, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But let's get with the signings so far. We brought in and signed DeMarcus Lawrence. He signed a 6-year, $72.9 million contract. That's a pretty big deal for DeMarcus Lawrence. Also, we were able to re-sign David Irving. He signed a 4-year, $27.9 million deal. David Irving has been a staple of this defense as well. Appreciate 20 viewers right now watching Building the Franchise. Dallas Cowboys. Home and record, both 3-0. That's impressive. Yeah, it's been impressive on all sides of the ball. We also have a big-time trade coming up here. So we're gonna get back to, well, we ain't gonna look at the Twitter anymore. We're actually gonna pull up our live footage here. That's gonna go live here in just a second, guys. Appreciate you guys stopping by and checking out what we got going on here, Building the Franchise, episode number 3. All right, moving up. What do we got next? Let's move to the next segment. We're gonna talk about this big trade. Big trade just happened. You guys wondering who got traded? Who got traded? Well, it's actually Will Tye. Will Tye got traded for a 3rd-round pick. He got shipped from New England to where you see him now, the Dallas Cowboys. As you see him, he's actually got 3 jerseys on. You see the Giants, the Patriots, but actually he got shipped from the Patriots, number 44. He's going to be wearing and donning the number 44 for the Dallas Cowboys. Guys, if you got any issues about this trade or want to talk about the trade, now's the time to call in about this trade. You can call the number. It's 330-408-5253. And if you're going to give me a call, just give us a heads up, and we'll go ahead and put you on the line, and we'll talk about some that Will Tye trade for the 3rd-round pick. But in this instance, let's go ahead and check out what Will Tye was able to do against the Detroit Lions in his debut season, week number 4. As right here, you see the Detroit Lions kicking a field goal on their first drive. I wanted to see how the Dallas Cowboys are going to react here. This is some Week 4 action. We covered this on bonus coverage. You can find that on twitch.tv/MBL Network. And I wanted to see how the Dallas Cowboys were going to respond. I wanted to see if the man himself could make some plays here. That being Will Tye, number 44. We'll see him on the screen in just a second. Right here, you're watching Week 4 action. This isn't the film room just yet, but we are going to take a look at Will Tye and what he's been able to do just so far in this short stint here with the Dallas Cowboys. As you see, he's lined up tight end 1 right here. I'm going to pause the film because actually we got some information that we probably want to digest here just a little bit. As you notice, Swain right here has been our number 1 tight end. No longer. You line up on the right side, I got to assume you're tight end number 1. This is the area that mainly Will Tye is going to be running. Seam routes, post routes, but this little area right here, can he get to the spot? They wanted his athleticism. That's why they brought him in. Now let's see what he can do. You keep an eye on Will Tye right there. Once again, he's running that post route right here. I think they almost audible out of it, but then they decide not to at the last second and stay with what they had. Little play action, looking at Will Tye, user covered. He's just not open as he runs in there, and Dak can't get it away. It's going to be 2nd and 10 here for your Dallas Cowboys. This is some Week 4 action against the Detroit Lions. It actually was on MBL Live. Hopefully you checked it out on MBL Live. You got to see it on MBL Live. Hope everything sounds great and looks good, guys. Athletic tight ends are rare. Solid athleticism, yeah, for a 3rd-round pick. If you're interested in calling in, don't forget 330-408-5253. Here we go. Dropping back. Dak Prescott looking over the middle of the field's got A open. Finds a man. Spin move. And that's the athleticism you get with Will Tye. So let's go ahead and just bring that back just a little bit on the board. Just a little bit. Let's bring the Will Tye back on the screen. And we're going to get it right to where we want it to be. And check this play out as he gets deep down the field. I just want to take a couple seconds to look at how phenomenal Will Tye actually is on the field. Right here, you see him. This is the kind of sets you can get him in when you have a talented, athletic tight end. Usually you think, okay, there's a lot of action. I got 3 wide receivers on the right side. You got Allen Hurns, Cole Beasley, and this is, by all means, I believe that's Terrence Williams. You know, you got in a little down position right here. You got the tight end, so you're thinking, okay, Will Tye, well, this probably isn't for him. This play is probably not for him. But all the contrary, what ends up happening here for Will Tye. As you see the play art right there on the screen, you're going to get Will Tye, you know, over the middle of the field. Once again, just another post route for him. This is what he likes to do to get open. They flip it to the other side, and now you're thinking, okay, well, now Will Tye's standing up. This might be some action for Will Tye, but at this point, you've kind of drawn the defense to one side. Now you flip the play. This really throws off what the defense was originally thinking in this play. So great job by the offense right there. They spread the defensive line, the Detroit Lions. Watch this little double move. Look at the action that he has. So he just does a little stick and nod right here. And he just kind of just goes upfield, kind of just bores you to death here. And then a quick cutback, and all this space by the star. Dak Prescott, his eyes are downfield. So if there was a quarterback vision cone, his is looking right about this area. Now you have this guy lurking right here, but RB is going to keep this guy entertained. So let's see how it plays out for the Detroit Lions here. And this isn't a good way for Detroit right here. So you see, well, let me get it back up. Well, we kind of lost it there. So back to this same play. We'll run it full speed right now instead of pausing it. But you got trips to the right side. He's going to audible and flip Beasley and Hearns, I believe, come to the left side of the field. Absolutely, Terrence Williams stays on the right side. But here's the issue. Beasley's still coming across. You see him on that slant. He's going to hold that middle linebacker that's being used right there, and that's where you get a lot of action. So he holds the middle linebacker there, and it creates a space. It's just a little decoy, kind of like a double ends there, and you're able to use it because you got such an athletic tight end who makes a man miss after the play, and that's the big play you get from a Will Tye trade as they bring him in with a third-round pick, guys. That was a big deal to me because I'm looking at these kind of plays, and I'm like, you know, that's what this Dallas Cowboys team needs. This is where they struggle. They got a guy like Will Tye on the field. It really opens up and changes things, and that isn't to knock, you know, that really isn't to knock a guy like, you know, Swaim. It's just really to say how great Will Tye actually is and can be on this team. Charlie's hound in the chat saying, yeah, I kept going to Twitch. No, all exclusive stuff, series kind of stuff is going to be here on YouTube. Any live action Madden, easiest way to remember it, that kind of stuff, yeah, that kind of stuff is going to maintain on twitch.tv/MBL Network. The live look-in right now, we're actually not going to be able to do that segment because he's getting like a 360p right now. I don't know if Z-Star's listening, but you might want to try and reset the mixer. We're having some issues with that, but we're going to move forward on the show. I'm right there. You see Will Tye making moves. It's time for some film room. Let's take a look at some of these plays. I want to take a look at Texans' opening drive. We got the final scoring drive against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and then we have the final stop against the Jacksonville Jaguars, Week 6, which the Cowboys got their closest margin of victory of all time, and it was of all time since we've been watching here in NBL Season 33. It was 26-25. The game came down to the wire. We're going to see the final two possessions from both teams, how the Dallas Cowboys took the lead, and then how they stopped the very impressive Blake Bortles in that game. But it's time to move on. Let's get to it right now. Let's move to the Texans opening drive. I think that was an important drive to take a look at. So this is Texans Week 5 action. The Cowboys are currently 4-0 right now. They're just coming off a big win against the Dallas Cowboys. Gub's in the chat. What's going on, Gub? Hopefully you are enjoying the stream. Here we go. Here we go right here, guys. 1st and 10. Houston Texans start off with the ball. They're driving down the field. I just want to show you how resilient this defense is for the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, for the Dallas Cowboys, absolutely. Let's see what they got here. A little strong formation against Deshaun Watson. They look like they're going to go outside, left side, when in doubt, out route. They find their man DeAndre Hopkins. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Not much you can do about that. Byron Jones has been phenomenal at cornerback for us this year, but there's only so much you can do against a great wide receiver. But don't fear. The Dallas Cowboys defense is here, and that's the theme we've been hearing throughout the entire year. They've just been so phenomenal. Right here, another man coverage. They can really run man a lot, and they're really getting used to running a lot of man. Another strong. This handoff to the left side, nowhere to go. But notice this team's already in field goal range, and this is what Dallas does so good. They're at the 39-yard line, 2nd and 13. This is where the Dallas Cowboys create turnovers, and this is when they really take it to the next level on these teams. A live look, we were actually looking at getting you guys an opportunity to see him do some scouting and some trading, but he's having some internet issues over there, and it's not going to be able to get up at the quality in which we want it. So we're just going to take over that. Jamie in the chat saying, is Swaim jealous? Probably just a little bit. Right here, here's the Dallas Cowboys going to make a play. Oh, he's off. Look how quickly Vander Esch is able to close that out. I'm gonna drive that back just a little bit right here. I want to show something. So here's the play action. Nowhere to go. We got that so far. But I want to take a look here at how quickly Vander Esch is able to close out and pursue the quarterback here as he gets outside of the pocket. Just a phenomenal job by Z-Star, a phenomenal job by the players of Dallas. They just really always keep their head on a swivel when they're looking downfield. As the Texans right here, 2nd and 13, you think they're in field goal range. You got to come away with points. But you know, here's the issue. The Dallas Cowboys are great at forcing turnovers and making plays. Actually, it was McKellen. To the outside, here we go, right here. This is where I want to pause it. I mean, this right here, you look at this, and as a player, you're thinking, okay, you know, Watson, get this way. But instead, he just kind of continues to float his way upfield, and this guy comes like a bat out of hell, and you can quote me on that, and he just ends up meeting the quarterback here and just pretty much takes the life out of this offense, and it was nothing but pretty much downhill for the Texans since then, or the Cowboys since then, should I say. Just a phenomenal job here, right there. Boom! Big hit. Ball's out. Cowboys pick it up, and that's Byron Jones, and he's gone to the house. They're going to get points on the board, so that's a 10-point swing in my book, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm going to take a little look at the final scoring drive against the Jacksonville Jaguars. What we have here is a 25-20 game. The Jaguars controlled by Lip, obviously a 4-time MBL Super Bowl champion, taking on a 2-time Super Bowl champion Z-Star. But Z-Star's the new young gun right now, and he's hot. I want you to watch out the backfield. You got Zeke Elliott on a little seam. Nice catch right there. He gets down. Actually, I think we started this a little early. Let's bring it back a little bit. Here we go. We're at the 36. Throw to the outside. Zeke Elliott jukes his way up the field down to the 32-yard line. I like what Dallas did on this drive. Who watched this game live? Did anybody check this game out live? Get an opportunity to watch this? Yeah, fella says that's a solid play considering the fact that Deshaun Watson is pretty fast as a quarterback. Absolutely. But the pursuit of Dallas Cowboys, the instinct is just phenomenal. Play action. Here goes a big sack right here. Let's see the issue. What happened here? Let's break this down. What happened in coverage? Because you don't see this happen very often. What happened is you're getting a user coverage on the right side. Lips usering the D-line right here. And you see him on this guy. You'll see him on this guy the entire drive. What he does is he ends up just kind of stunned right here and then spins his way back and finds his way pretty much clear. If you notice the user usering on the right side, if you're going to block this halfback, it might be important to take him and kind of move him to this side. Have him block on the strong side, allowing you to float this way. But Dak Prescott wanted to keep his eyes downfield on this side of the field, and for that reason, he kept him on the weak side, on the wrong side, essentially. Now let's go ahead and finish this play. So here it comes. Watch the spin move right there on the right side. Check it out. Nice job right there, and just too late for Zeke Elliott to get and make a block here, and they're in big time trouble. And now they're at the 42-yard line. They're down 5 right now, and they need a touchdown. They don't need field goals. Let's see what else they got here. This was the final offensive drive for the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, the number to call, if you're looking to call and be on the show right now, it's 330-408-5253, and we will talk anything building the franchise Dallas Cowboys. Here we go, Cowboys dropping back. This is another big play of the game. Notice the seam for Zeke Elliott. I want to show you what I saw there for this team as well. We're going to back it up just a little bit and pause it when necessary. So you see Zeke Elliott in the backfield. You got a lot of action on the right side of the field. But here's what Dak Prescott told me after the game that he was just kind of noticing. He was noticing that the defense was shifting to one side of the field, being very, very aggressive. A lot of this defense was kind of floating to this side of the field, either over here or their eyes were moving over here. So he just said, man, it just really felt like if I got Zeke on some kind of seam right here, it would put a lot of pressure on these linebackers that you see are majority. They're kind of set up over in this little area over here, with this guy either dropping back this way or maybe he's coming off the edge and blitzing the quarterback. Now we run it from here to see exactly how that played out for the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm going to pause it right there because, look, he's already in a throwing motion because exactly what we said might happen ended up happening. You had this guy who was originally looked like it could have came off the edge, but we had an idea he's going to probably float back here into some kind of purple because this guy, Allen Hurns, is taking his man all the way down the field. And right here, you get this nice, safe box right here to throw into where nobody can really make a play. I mean, this guy might cut it off a little bit, but the defense actually is very fast in Jacksonville, so they end up getting to the ball pretty quickly right there. What a dive right there, just as they like to say, too little, too late. And Zeke Elliott picks up the first down. Now, this was big because now they're at the 24, but defenses get a little bit better as they get closer and closer to scoring. And right here, the Dallas Cowboys are probably going to do it again. As you see Zeke Elliott on another scene, but this might actually be a run. 40 seconds left. Timeout there by head coach Jason Garrett. It's 330-408-5253. I don't have the alerts on, so you have to tell me if you're about to make a call, and I'll go ahead and pick it up. Here comes the Dallas Cowboys, 1st and 10. This is the final drive for them. They're trying to get on the board to preserve that undefeated. They're currently 5-0 right now. Dak Prescott making some changes at the line of scrimmage. They like this play right here. Over the middle, wide open, and that's a touchdown for the Dallas Cowboys against Zona seams. That's a very staple play of this team. He goes right up the middle, finds his man, gets the touchdown, and that touchdown was big because it put them in a position, this position right here, ladies and gentlemen, in which they are very, very much in control of this game. 1st and 10, 25-26, Dallas scores, they go for 2, they don't get it, so they're only up 1. They had to go for 2, right? There's no way they weren't going to go for 2. Let's check out and see what happens. Man in motion, that's Dante Moncrief. He's been phenomenal this game. He's looking for him. He goes underneath, finds him, picks up a few. Now, a lot of people are saying if this was Lips Pittsburgh Steelers and you got to hold him to 3, you're in big-time trouble. They say you're in big-time trouble if you're trying to stop Lip and hold him to 3. Right here, now, here's the opportunity. Yes, the number is 330-408-5253. If you're interested in calling and talking about the building the franchise Dallas Cowboys, make sure you let me know. Right how we had some opponent is experiencing network issues. It got crazy towards the end of the game as Lip just burned a timeout there, and it was some really bad clock management. He's going to get one more play here, and this was probably the best game we've had on bonus coverage. What do you guys think? Best game? Will tie, big trade for the boys. Yeah, Homer, I completely agree. It was a big-time trade for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to see if Z-Star got his mixer up and working now. We were doing good with it earlier, but then it went to a very low quality. Looks like he's offline. Star, if you can hear me and you're still on, maybe throw it up one more time. We'll give it a check and see how it goes. This is the final play. 6 seconds left. They have no timeouts. Now, if you're the Dallas Cowboys right now, you just got to think, hey, I can't give up anything underneath. This is what I was worried about, but the defense just looks so good right now. They're running that zone defense with the man coverage on Cole. It's just, look at this matchup. So you got this guy in man coverage, which really takes away a lot of positive things, because usually you think, okay, well, what's the big deal about that guy being on man? Well, here's the issue. This is the guy that could beat you. If this guy's on any kind of out route breaking this way, this is the catch you don't want to give up. This is the 6-second catch over here. Right here, he's a good distance. You're not going to get, because you got to get past this guy and get out of bounds. And with this guy coming over here to help the safety, I don't know if you could have ran a better defense right now. Everything is kind of forcing you with these purples here to kind of attack, this middle of the field right here. And if you throw anywhere in here with 6 seconds left and 0 timeouts for the Jaguars, you're in big-time trouble, and I think that's exactly what Z-Star was going for. Let's see what the Jaguars do. They flip the play, see if they can get some more heat on that side. Now they got the man coverage here, which is kind of useless for them, but it does kind of affect out the backfield. You don't want to give up a quick throw to the flat where they pick up a few and get out of bounds, and it gets a long field goal. Here we go. He's looking. He doesn't get what he wants. He had some outward breaking stuff, throws a C route, when in doubt, Byron Jones with a pick. And that's where you got the tweet from, because Byron Jones played that phenomenal. Let me see if we got anybody calling in right now. Guys, go ahead and give us a call right here. It's 281-330-8004. Yeah, the number is 330-408-5253. If you guys are interested in making a call right here and getting on the screen, that's what we're here for. That's where we're at right now. We're going to do a live look-in right now. We are essentially going to take some calls. Appreciate everybody coming by, checking out the stream. If we got any calls in the next 5 minutes, we'll go ahead and take them. If not, Crin says he's calling in 2 minutes. We'll go ahead and run up some more Dallas Cowboys plays, but I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It was a big deal today. I mean, a Will Tye trade for a third-round pick seems to be paying dividends for the Dallas Cowboys, because, they get this guy, and he's just been great. I mean, he's been great so far. He's got great hands. He's got the ability to get down the field very fast, very agile tight end. To only give up a third-round pick to get vertical, that's pretty good. If you do want to call to get on the show, as I said, it's not Mike Jones's number, but it's 330-408-5253. First time caller, long time listener. Is that what we're going for right now? Getting to watch a little bit of some Dallas Cowboy action, of how great they've been this year. I mean, just completely amazing. Undefeated, 5-0. I mean, team has been great. Shadow Rose in the chat saying Will Tye was a huge pickup for them. Absolutely. Appreciate everybody stopping by, checking out Building the Franchise Dallas Cowboys, 5-0 right now. The Will Tye trade. They also had a really big signing. If you didn't check out the signing, we'll stop this. We'll show the signing. You had David Irving gets signed. He signed a 4-year, $27.9 million deal. DeMarcus Lawrence, a 6-year, $72.9 million deal. These are really big deals for this team, solidifying. Also, Bo Scarbrough, the rookie halfback, is back. He got his first touchdown against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I almost want to call them the Pittsburgh Steelers nearly every time. But yeah, so he got his first touchdown against the Jacksonville Jaguars in Week 6 in his first return game, and he just looked phenomenal and great so far. Fella Blitz in the chat saying Will Tye was the missing piece in that offense. And that offense was looking good. Swain was looking good. Hey guys, if you want to call in right now to the show, 330-408-5233. 5253, excuse me. That's 330-408-5253. Right now, just looking at, trying to pull up a live stream. We got a call coming in right now. Let's check it out. First time caller here on Building the Franchise. Dallas Cowboys. What's going on? Who am I speaking with?
This is Cringe, owner
of
the
get off the
Seahawks
channel.
Madrid.
We don't want him here. He's gone. No. Cringe, what's going on? What do you think about the Dallas Cowboys here, Building the Franchise, Dallas Cowboys? You're looking at this team right now. They're 6-0. Is this the real deal Holyfield kind of team right now? Is this a team that can make some plays down the stretch? Do you think they have that it factor? And this will be a three-peat if they win.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think they proved to us with the last game on MBL Live that they've got what it takes to take it to the next level and win some championships. I mean, they played a really good team, the Jaguars. That roster is absolutely stacked. And, I think they just showed that in every phase of the game that they can play and they can hang with the best. All
right, so you're saying out of box, these rosters are stacked. So who do you think have the best teams out of box? Your top five right now. You're currently in the grid. You're the Seattle Seahawks. You're number one on the call-up list right now in the top five. Tell us who you think the top five out-of-box teams are in Madden right now coming into this to our franchise, or at least how it is into MBL once you put all the MBL rules and regulations on it. Who do you think are the top five teams to build right now, or top five out-of-box?
Top five out-of-box. Okay, that's hard. You're putting me on the spot here. But in no particular order, I'm going to go Eagles. We'll go Jaguars. Vikings probably is a roster I'd put up there. Steelers. And, maybe Chargers actually as well. I mean, all those rosters are absolutely stacked offensively and defensively.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you got guys everywhere in all those teams. So I think, out the box, even with NBL rules, everything considered, those are the top five teams that out.
So you're pretty impressed by these Dallas Cowboys then, huh?
I am. And when I heard Will Tye, I first thought I was like, who? But, seeing him on film, and, looking at his stats a little bit, this is a guy, the Cowboys definitely needed to fill a void with the leaving of Jason Witten.
Yeah.
And it looks like they've done that at this point. Ty's not going to necessarily be a guy that's going to be in on running downs necessarily, but, he's going to be a guy that's going to pose as a big mismatch for linebackers and safeties that are covering him. So, you're basically throwing another receiver out there in a tight end situation, and that's a big play for the Cowboys.
Yeah, Jarwin was the tight end 2 before they got Will Tye. He moves to tight end 3. Jarwin was pretty solid, but they had some injury concerns with him throughout the preseason, through training camp. He just seems like he gets a little dinged up here and there. Swaim has been playing phenomenal, especially his run blocking, I believe, is 78. So he's got a lot of talent, but now you put him to a tight end 2, but your team likes to run a lot of 2 wide receivers, 2 tight end sets. So I think it's going to be nice moving forward for the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, you look at the schedule for the Dallas Cowboys moving forward. We'll pull it up on the screen right now. They got, let's say who they got left before I let you go. They're 6-0 right now. They got the Washington Redskins, Tennessee Titans, Philadelphia Eagles, and that undefeated Atlanta Falcons team. Then Redskins, Saints, Eagles, Colts, Bucks, Giants. You see any L's? Any L's pop out to you in that scenario that I just laid out for you as far as those teams?
If I had to pick one, it would probably be that undefeated Atlanta Falcons team. I mean, that's another roster that they might not necessarily be top 5, but they're top 6, 7, 8. That's a roster that can definitely play. You got to worry about Julio Jones, and I mean that Dallas secondary is not what it used to be. And there's definitely some concerns at the safety position. So, I think if I had to pick one, it would definitely be the Falcons.
All right, absolutely. Appreciate you being the first caller on the show. Any words to the audience before you get out of here? Before I kick you off, because one of my traditions is going to be I'm going to probably cuss you out and then kick you to the curb.
Just stay classy, boys. Enjoy grid. Enjoy MBL.
Stay classy. Get out of here. All right, well, he's gone. He's gone. Who's next wants to call? It's going to be 330-408-5253. That's the exact opposite of what we do here. Stay classy. What is this? This isn't Stay Classy San Diego. You're not that Will Ferrell character from Anchorman. Forget his name off the top of my head. Someone help me out here. Guys, go ahead and give it a call right now. Appreciate Cringe calling in. Absolutely phenomenal. Great job. That was a fun conversation. If you got any more questions, concerns about the Dallas Cowboys, we'll run it for another 10 minutes. Sorry we couldn't get the stream up actually going right now because Star's having some issue with his internet, but we will have that next Saturday. He's got a technician coming out tomorrow. Absolutely, it was fun, Cringe. Appreciate it. Guys, call in right now, 330-408-5253. I will answer the phone. I will talk to you nicely. Then I will kick you off the show. And that's how we roll here on Building the Franchise. Dallas Cowboys. I mean, I want to talk about the Will Tye trade, what you guys think. I want to talk about future trades for this Dallas Cowboys or even future franchises we should cover here on Building the Franchise. And all the games on Building the Franchise are going to be covered over on Twitch. So make sure you check it out, twitch.tv/MBL Network. That's right, /MBL Network over there. You get MBL Live, where OSU's on the face cam, our flagship show, then some bonus coverage where we take our bonus coverage and cover our current Building the Franchise team, which is currently the Dallas Cowboys. So you're definitely going to want to check that out. If I get any more calls, we'll go another couple minutes and see if anybody else got the guts to want to call in. Yeah, Ron Burgundy, absolutely. Here was a big stop for the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Dallas Cowboys versus the Jags. You know, the Jags played this team tough. Moncrief was getting open. There was an injury to their slot wide receiver. The name is kind of we got another caller coming in. Let's see what we got here. What's going on? Hello, you're live here on Building the Franchise, Dallas Cowboys. Who is this?
What's up, Bombers? Rusta.
Rusta Busta from the Grid. So Grid's got 2 already on MBL. What's going on? What do you think about this Will Tye trade?
What do I think about what?
The Will Tye trade. Dallas traded Will Tye for a 3rd-round pick to New England.
I think New England's always got a plan for what they're doing. I think it's been shown in the past. You know, they make moves that people don't think they should or they don't quite understand it. But Belichick's got a plan, and I think it's going to fit into whatever master plan he's got worked up in New England, and they're probably going to be a big competitor this year for the title.
No, we're talking NBL. They're not a competitor in NBL though.
Oh,
we're not talking real life. Rusta, are you with us here? Does
I
Rusta
thought
Busta know what he's Rusta Busta? Are you calling? Do you think there's some kind of giveaway you won?
No,
not
at all.
Well, what are your thoughts on the Dallas Cowboys here building the franchise?
I think it's a solid team. I think
championship team.
I don't know that I see anybody that's going to prove them otherwise. I think that they're hard to stop. I think they've got a lot of weapons. I think that they use them well. I think he's a great user, and I would say they're going to be amongst the top 3 in the league to win a Super Bowl this year.
No, I absolutely agree. Appreciate you calling on. You got any final words for the audience right now? Anybody you want to cuss out there in the Grid or something? Obviously, no cussing allowed here. But is there anybody you want to throw some shade at in the Grid?
No shade.
No shade.
I appreciate everybody in the Grid. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the community. It's a blast being a part of the community. I enjoy it. I appreciate all the participation. I appreciate the commentary, and I appreciate everything you guys do.
Man, I appreciate you being a supporter of bonus coverage and all the great stuff that we got going on here. Appreciate you calling and building the franchise. But now, Rusta Busta, you got to go. He's off the air. He's done. Call's over. I'll take a couple more calls here. It's 8-3. Make sure you know what you want to talk about when you call in. 330-408-5253. It's been a blast so far. If you got the guts and the courage to step out here and you want to talk some building the franchise Dallas Cowboys, make sure you hit that number and go ahead and give us a call. Because honestly, there's some things we could be talking about right now. Some big re-sign from DeMarcus Lawrence, a big-time sign from trade for Will Tye, excuse me. There's definitely some things that we could be discussing. If you got the courage, go ahead and give us a call. You see the number on the screen. That's 330-408-5253. Jamie in the chat saying, I like this Rusta guy. Okay. Jamie, you can give us a call too. That's Grid 2, MBL 0. I'm kind of disappointed. Where's my MBL guys at? Waiting for the phone to ring. You know what? I'm going to run the stream till we get at least two, 3 more callers. Shadow Rose in the chat saying Rusta for commish. I don't know if he'd ever be able to make a decision. He seems pretty indecisive, but he's here for a good time. Really appreciate Rusta Busta 22 always stopping by and supporting the stream, building the franchise. Dallas Cowboys currently 6-0. No Shay, we lined up next. He doesn't want the smoke, I guess. Oh, okay, so Cringe plays Rusta Busta next in the Grid. Double A says no cussing, then cusses. Did I cuss? I didn't mean to cuss. Rusta for commish. All right, you know the number, guys. If you want to make the call, 330-408-5253. We'll hang on for just a little bit longer and see if anybody's got the courage to call in. I'm waiting on the Shadow Rose call right now, guys. Z-Star, if you're listening, your stream crapped on us. You should definitely be giving us a call and explain what's going on with this team. Where the Dallas Cowboys are headed. I almost said Detroit Lions. Very aware. Let us know what you want to see next on the show as well. We would have a live stream going on right now. We'd be looking at some roster stuff. But right now we don't. Z-Star's internet is down. The number is, yeah, it doesn't look like it's happening. 330-408-5253. Bomber had a whoops. What did I say? I'm still confused on what I said. If I did, that didn't mean to be said. I take it back. My apologies to those listening. This was never a PG show, though, so only half-hearted apologies here. Dallas Cowboys' second drive here against the Detroit Lions. 1:18 left in the first quarter. This team looked really, really good today, guys. Really, really good today on that day, when they played Week 4 against the Detroit Lions. Looked really good. One more caller. Let's get the last caller, then we'll get off the air. Let's go. 330-408-5253. Shadow Rose, waiting for you to call. Get on the stream. Double A, Kyle, Porter. I need more beers before I call. Porter, get in here now. Let's go. 330-408-5253. We'll get all the action in here. You can call in, talk to us, tell us your opinions, thoughts, concerns. What do you think about these Dallas Cowboys? I think they might be going 16-0. We showed their schedule a little bit earlier. You look at the Dallas Cowboys schedule, it's just favorable, to say the least. At this point, it wasn't that I'm saying favorable. They just beat the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That was kind of a good part of their schedule you thought was going to be tough. They got one big game left, the Atlanta Falcons. Everything else, you feel like these are teams that they should beat at the rate they've been playing. I'm really excited to see if they can go 16-0, go for that perfect season. That's never happened in the MBL. That's right, it's never happened in the MBL, not once, ever. I guess that's what never means, huh? Double A, in your opinion, who do you see left on the Cowboys schedule that could give them a fight? Double A, you're gonna have to call in to get that answer. 330-408-5253. Eric Boyd in the chat saying, let's go grid squad. It's 330-408-5253. We got 2 minutes left, guys. If you want to be the last caller on the show, we got one more calling in. It's from 410 number. Let's see who it is. What's up? You're live on the air right now, building the franchise Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, this is Fella. What's up, man?
Fella's on. Oh my gosh, I heard you were in CFM prison right now, dude.
Yeah, man. I had to step up from the event I was just to call real quick.
So what's up? What do you think about these Cowboys? 16-0?
Man, yeah. I mean, maybe not 16-0, maybe 15-1, but I really don't know who's gonna beat them, man.
15-1 or 16-0? I don't know who can beat them either. The schedule is not.
I do not. I honestly don't see anybody that's gonna beat them. I don't know if anybody in NFC can challenge, the Cowboys. I think they're gonna walk. Actually, they're gonna stroll to the Super Bowl.
Stroll to the Super Bowl. They're not going to – what about injuries? I mean, one big injury. They've kind of eluded that injury bug now. If there was one player that could go down and kind of change your perception of how far the Dallas Cowboys could go, who would it be?
I would say pending any major injuries, they can go all the way. Pending any major injury, And also the Witai trade is so good for them because I watched the game against the Lions and, just two incredible catches from the guy, fast guy, good.
Yeah, and he caught the game-winning catch against the Jaguars. We just seen it on the screen right now. I just realized that was Will Tye as well. So as you were saying how dominant he is vertically stretching the ball, he literally just caught a touchdown in my highlights versus the Jaguars that put him up to win that game.
Yeah, you see, that's what he does. That's what he does. He's fast. He gets there. How many linebackers are not as fast as he is. Most of the linebackers,
Yeah.
And it's a solid trade. Can't wait to see what the Cowboys do for the rest of the year because they have a great chance to win it this year.
I think they do. They're definitely the favorite. Before I let you go here, you want to give a shout-out to your show that you do on the Bleacher Report. What's it called and what you do and where people can find it at? Do you know the ad? Do you know the Twitter account for it?
Yes, the Dance List. They are, I can't remember our Twitter, but it's BR Twitter. Just Google the MBL Bleacher Report. You're going to see it. But it's called the Dance List. But check out the old stuff that BR does. We do a lot of great stuff.
Yeah, I got the Twitter.
Oh,
I got the Twitter right now pulled up. It's actually MBL _Bleacher Report, and you can find some really, really cool stuff, especially the Dean's List, which is a post-game kind of shame video on the loser of the NBL Live game for the Detroit Lions. You gave it to Gerard Davis. You've given it out to many people. It's after NBL Live game, so we really appreciate you coming on. Any final words here?
No final. Just Shadow, I said, lucky guy. You understand what I mean. Lucky Shadow, you are lucky. You're lucky. All right, man.
He uses one phone call to give us a ring right now, and as I say before, get off my show. As he's gone right now, appreciate Fella Blitz calling in, guys. That's going to do it for the show. What you watched today was Building the Franchise Dallas Cowboys. We did have a segment we really didn't get to because some internet difficulties. It's 330-408-5253. If I got one more call, I'd pick it up right now if I got that ring-a-ding-ding, but I'm not getting it right now. Don't forget to check out all of our content, twitch.tv/MBL Network. That's where you want to go. It's the Twitch promo here. You get to go watch NBL Live. You get to watch bonus coverage. It's pretty much everywhere. Appreciate everybody stopping by right now, taking the time to check it out. With these injuries, Zeke might not make it to week 12. Hey, man, that's a possibility. But Bo Scarbrough is good enough to kind of hold it down until his return, at least in my opinion. So, guys, I appreciate you stopping by and checking out the show. We'll see you next time. It'll be next Saturday. That would be September 8th. We're going to have the phone call feature up again. So if you get up the courage and you get rocking and rolling and you want to make a phone call and check us out, don't be hesitant to do so, because that's going to be a new thing we're adding to the show. I'm going to be using this on bonus coverage as well. You can call in after you see a big play. You can talk about people on the screen. We're going to be utilizing this ability to call this number all the time. So make sure you are checking out our shows, because we're going to be more interactive than ever moving forward, especially on bonus coverage, Building the Franchise, Commissioner Corner podcast. I can tell you right now we're going to be utilizing this feature so you can call in and we can have a little chit-chat about common topics in the NBL. Eric Boyd says, good talking to you, brother. Absolutely. Great show. Nice show. Appreciate everybody stopping by. We'll see you next time. Building the Franchise. Dallas Cowboys.